So I don't know if the audio is gonna be better or not, because for some reason my headphone microphone isn't working. So I'm using my laptops, for right now. So we're gonna continue on. I did do some stuff. I got blade runners, and I fixed up the power again because I fell asleep with the game on for like 6 hours. So as you can see, if we come over to quartz, I got some blade runners. I actually have them on right now. Apart from that, there's nothing else I can buy. So if you come in my inventory, I got the one whatever blade runners. And now we're gonna head actually to the shop because I want to buy something. Literally just this. Oh, my hat. I don't have my coupons on me. Yeah. Oh, they saying that the stuff saying in your cart. That was actually a very annoying thing, I will say. Of course, we need the coffee cup. Wait, did he heal you or anything? Like when you drink it? Or I don't know to find out. I don't think it heals you. Oh, apart from that, yeah. So, I got some more quartz, of course, because you know you need to go quartz. Um, apart from that, is not much I did. I died to uranium because I actually found uranium, but yeah. So I think at least for today's video, we are today going to be building the space elevator. So I'm just gonna take everything I don't have a full stack of, getting it because we are gonna need these stacks of wire. So I know I'm still grabbing it from down here, but it's only because I'm not like nothing's going up there. And I don't know why, but it just isn't working for some reason. I gotta okay, so this is building up and I don't know why. Changing that to full screen and put it into windowed full screen. It's not in the full screen. Bow don't fit on my. I don't mind if it's windowed, but I think it like doesn't. It works weird. Like in OBS, it is hella weird. Yeah, see? So I'm in full screen, but if I go to windowed full screen, it pulls me out and it's annoying. How do I Yeah, I was gonna go with full screen. it works. So, um, did I mess something up in the back? It was nothing just moved. Like, I guess it just takes like 5 years because all of these are connected correctly. And I'm getting some items, so it's whatever. Let's head upstairs. So I'm gonna go and get that god going. Oh my god, it's so loud. Should turn it down, at least with my headphones.
Well, hello there, my fellow Fix-It employees, and welcome back to another episode of How to Satisfactory. Well, it has been a bit of a journey, albeit a long one, and I do apologize about that, but we've had a ton of stuff to go over, for everything from the MAM to setting up our starter factory, which took a little bit. We had to go over Caterium, just so many things to cover, just as the very basics of the game, and I wanted to go a little more in-depth than what maybe some other people do, so that's why it's taken this long. But you know what? I think it's time we move on. I think it's time we move to the next step. We take that next step together. What do you guys say? Are you ready to make that journey? I think you are, because I don't know about you, but I'm very sick and tired of the biomass generators, and I think we need to get to some coal. So we're not going to get there just yet today, but what we are going to do is we're going to get started towards that goal, and we're going to build the space elevator. Yep, that's right, space elevator. Now you're probably wondering, space elevator, what is that? Well, we're going to show you.
I need
But
iron
first,
hearts.
let's head over here to the map. I want to make sure you guys are all set up before we get started in this journey today. So let's go over here, and anything that you haven't already unlocked, like, for example, let's go to alien organisms here. Make sure you unlock the inflated pocket dimension. That's a good one. That's going to give us +6 inventory slots. So we want that for sure. We're going to need that, carrying more stuff. Always handy. Under Caterium, one of the things we definitely want to grab today is the Blade Runners. Now, as I said in the last episode, at the very end of it, make sure you do grab these. So you guys may have already done this, and if you so, well, then you're better off for it. But yeah, we want to grab the Blade Runners today. Under Mycelia, we want to grab medical properties. I'm just going to do this one real quick because that's only like 3 seconds, so we'll do that one. Nothing under nutrients right now. Let's see here. Power slugs is a no today. But, yeah, let's look at quartz real quick, because we probably have this. If you have enough quartz crystals, you can most certainly grab this right here. And we'll learn that today. There we go. That's another quick one right there. All right, now we got that out of the way.
I do have to get those
yeah, I'm just going to
crystals,
learn. I'm going to go back into Caterium here, and I'm going to get my Blade Runners real quick here. All right, and the analysis of my Blade Runners is now completed. Ah, yes, Blade Runners. These things are going to make things a lot easier, especially having to go and run and get like Caterium and stuff that we're going to be needing. So basically what the Blade Runners do is once you attach them to your body, then you can run faster, jump higher. You basically become the Bionic Man. And they're just really handy, like, early game. So yeah, all right, so we're gonna have to make some, and I noticed we don't have an equipment workshop anywhere, so you know what, we need to put an equipment workshop somewhere. Let's do this here. Let's put it right here for the time being. I don't really have a better place for it, so this will do. All right, and let's see, what do we need for Blade Runners? Well, we're gonna need 3 modular frames. All right. Alright, so I went and made some modular frames. Now I have everything I need here, so you can see to make these.
This is so nice.
Go ahead and make
You can do like
set
wall
of
jump.
Blade Runners. Alright, and then once you have them made, they're in your inventory. Just go ahead and plop these over into the body slot. And whoop, now you can see. Look here. Look how much farther we are jumping. Look how much faster we can run. It makes things so much better to get around right now, and that's why I wanted you to go ahead and grab these guys. It's because we're totally going to need these. All right, So let's go ahead and grab a few other things here that we're going to need out here. Like I said, my next thing I'm going to grab is under alien organisms. I want that inventory space, so I'm going to go ahead and grab inflated pocket dimensions. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And while that's running, I'm going to go over and grab some Caterium. All right, so my research is done. I'm just going to go ahead and drop off the Caterium here that I've been gathering into the box so we can make some quick wire. Because you never know how much more of that we are going to need right now at the moment. And let's head over here and get our expanded tool belt. All right, there we go. That it definitely is nice to have. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the other thing here as well, the expanded tool belt. Go ahead and grab that too. And while that's doing that, we are going to start a little bit of construction. So,
I
first
can't
of all,
get this.
let's place our space elevator. So let's go into our build menu and under special, you will see this one right here, the space elevator. Now, I'm going to need, let's see, 1,500 wire. Let's see, 500 concrete, 250 iron plates, 400 iron rods, and 1,500 wire. So you should have everything that you're going to need in these boxes. Now I want to show you this real quick. This is a handy, since we don't have signs just yet. If you bring out your tool, your build tool, and you just kind of hold over top of the boxes, you can kind of see what's in it. You can see whatever the last thing is. See, like this has reinforced plates in it. That has cable. That has copper sheeting. There's our iron rods. Let's see. This is the one where we're going to put Caterium in, so we don't have anything in that. One of these is concrete, I think, too. Let's see. And, here's our wire, and then that's screws. So we're going to need some wires, so let's click on that, grab 1,500 of that, and let's head back down here on this side. Now, you can feel free to place the space elevator anywhere you want right now at the moment. I don't have a specific place that we're going to be placing it just yet. But, you should see a control panel right here. If you spin it around, make sure that's at least somewhere where you can kind of get to it easy. So I'm going to place mine like right here for the time being. Alright, and as you can see, it's going to take a ton of stuff to build. And then once it's done, it has this amazing animation that I just love to watch. As you see the actual cable come down from nowhere in the sky. And it slowly drops down. Here he comes. And then it lands right here on target. That's some pinpoint accuracy right there. And then locks into place. And I just think that's really cool to actually watch that lock into place. This is another one of my favorite animations in the game. Now, this is something I love about this game and Coffee Stain. Coffee Stain has done such an amazing job of the animations on everything in the game. The machines just are
it's kind of
sus. Really
honestly.
Cool. This is just an amazing game, and that's why I love it so much.
Wait,
all right, so this is your space
sus.
elevator, and if we take a look at it here, what you're going to do is you're going to load whatever you got to send up there to it. Like right now, we see we're going to need smart plating, 50 smart plating. In order to get to tier 3 and tier 4 unlocked, we have to get the phase 1 unlocked, which is the smart plating. So we need 50 smart plating, which is going to need some rotors in order to make that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to work on expanding our factory a little bit so we can get those things done. So let's head back up here to our hub real quick. All right, so now we're going to come up here, over here where our Fix-It shop is. And if you remember in the last episode, one of the very first things that I bought in the Fix-It shop was the catwalks, which are listed under here under architecture. Right here, the modern catwalks for 5 coupons. So I bought that, and I'd probably suggest doing the same thing because this is going to be some really handy pieces that is going to help us a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to place these down. Now I've already set these down here in my hotbar down here on the bottom. So if you remember how to do that, if you remember there's alternate hotbars. You don't just have one single hotbar, you can have more than one. Hold down your Alt button and then scroll with your mouse wheel, and you will see that you have up to 10 of these things that you can have. So I just went ahead and went to number 2. I opened up my build menu and I just started doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and set those all to my hotbar down there. Alright, so now with all those set, what I'm going to do is the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to go with the number 3, which is this piece that has a railing only on one side. We're going to turn that so the railing is facing right that way, and we're going to plop that down right there. And then we're going to go with number 5. Now number 5 should be the catwalk ramp. And we're going to go about 3 high with that. There we go. Now, go ahead and grab a foundation and place that. We're going to go about 2 out that direction. And then we're going to take this last one here and we're going to put a 4-meter foundation on top of that. So, like that. And we want this to be about 6 meters high. And then we're going to go with number 5. Now, number 5 should be the catwalk ramp. And we're going to go about 3 high with that. There we go. Now, go ahead and grab a foundation and place that. We're going to go about 2 out that direction. And then we're going to take this last one here and we're going to put a 4-meter foundation on top of that. So, like that. And we want this to be about 6 meters high. So, we'll put a 2-meter on top of that. Actually, no, what we'll do is we'll do 2 1-meters. And we'll change the vertical so we can get that kind of done right there. There we go. Alright, now we got the piece right there set just right. Let's go ahead and delete the ones under it there. Like so. Alright, and let's head up here on our catwalk. And let's place these across like this. Oh, I'm still on vertical, so let's change over to zoop. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. So you have one in the middle, one on each side. Let's do another one right here. And then let's do 3 more that way. Yeah, it looks kind of nice. Alright, we're going to come right here. So where that is meeting that, we're going to grab number 5 here with our catwalk ramp. And let's go down about 3 of these. And then that number 3 piece again is going to go right there with the catwalk piece or the railing piece sitting on the right hand side this time from up here. Alright, now we got our catwalks in. We got all this set up kind of nice. Let's grab another foundation piece. And we're going all the way over there. Oh, I'm still on vertical, so let's change over to zoop. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. So you have one in the middle, one on each side. Let's do another one right here. And then let's do 3 more that way. Yeah, it looks kind of nice. Alright, we're going to come right here. So where that is meeting that, we're going to grab number 5 here with our catwalk ramp. And let's go down about 3 of these. And then that number 3 piece again is going to go right there with the catwalk piece or the railing piece sitting on the right hand side this time from up here. Alright, now we got our catwalks in. We got all this set up kind of nice. Let's grab another foundation piece. And we're going all the way over there. Now what we're doing is we're setting up our factory here for the next stage. And we need it to be just a little kind of higher here. Alright, very good. Very good indeed. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to go kind of one under here. So I'm going to go ahead and build kind of like right underneath of that if I can. And then we're going to come out 2 spaces. Actually, you know, let's just go all the way across here. Like that. And we're going to go all the way up. Probably about, let's go 10. That's fine. We'll just go as far as we can. And we're going to leave this center space free right here. But we're going to come over here on this side and we're going to do the same thing. So run these all the way up and down here. And actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and place this in the middle here too. We'll delete these later because this is going to look really cool when we're done. But for now, we're going to need that just so we can place some things down. Alright, so now that we've got our foundation laid down, it's time to pop in our machines, assemblers to be exact, and we're going to be doing about 6 of these up here, 3 on each side. So we're going to come right
Mr. Bean.
Right here between the first two foundations, right there, and we're going to pop one of them down. Our first one here, that's a constructor, so we'll switch it over to an assembler. And we're going to, like I said, right here in the middle, so you should be able to figure out where the middle is by now. And we're going to push it back one so that the white line is right up against the grates right there on our foundations, as you can see right there. So that would be exactly centered. And we're just going to push it back one right there. And pop that one down. We're going to come down here. We're going to leave a space in between it. And we're going to come down here and push our next one in there. And again, another space. And we'll put another one right here. There we go. Now we want our outputs facing toward.
I built that one.
Towards us here, in case I didn't mention that. But again, I think that was fairly self-evident. All right, and that looks pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to go up here. We're going to drop down to this side down here, and we're going to place a foundation underneath of this foundation here where our copper stuff comes out at. So just right here. There we go. And let me turn zoop on, and we're going to zoop that all the way down to the end down there. Excellent. Okay. All right, and now that we right here in the middle, so you should be able to figure out where the middle is by now. And we're going to push it back one so that the white line is right up against the grates right there on our foundations, as you can see right there. So that would be exactly centered, and we're just going to push it back one right there. And pop that one down. We're going to come down here. We're going to leave a space in between it. And we're going to come down here and push our next one in there. And again, another space. And we'll put another one right here. There we go. Now we want our outputs facing
I'm gonna do some more skipping, so I'm just gonna skip until I'm done with this. Right, we back.
And then we're gonna go to the next one down here.
I've waged already.
This one,
this
both of these
aggravating.
are going to go this direction. Well, actually, no, the first one's going to go this direction, like that. And this one is going to face towards the inside, like so. All right, now we've got those two done. Now next is this last one. So go ahead and grab your conveyor lifts, put it down. Both of these are going to be facing the inside, like that. Voila! Alright, so now we got our conveyor lifts in. Now we gotta just run the belts and get the materials into the machines. Alright, so now we're back up here underneath of the assemblers, and the next thing is going to be putting these belts and stuff through here. So grab a regular splitter first. Just a normal one. And we're gonna line that up with our conveyor lift right there. And you should also see another line coming from behind us here. That's pointing basically towards this. So we're gonna line this up down through here. We're gonna put that in there, make sure it's perfect. And make sure your yellow arrows are facing away from us like that. Down the line, basically. Alright, and we're going to run a belt into that one. And don't forget to put your belt into the conveyor belt, or lift here too. So that we got the screws going up. Grab another splitter, come down here to the next one. Make sure it's lined up. That looks good. And bam. And again, don't forget to put your conveyor belt between the lift and the splitter right here. Alright, that should be perfect. Now we should have the screws coming up through here. Next are going to be these two guys right here. So we are going to grab a conveyor belt right here. We're going to bring this out down through here. We're going to make sure this is centered. And you'll know it's centered because it should be right on these lines on the edge of the foundation right here. So just make it straight. And I'm going to come over here and we can see right there we have that. Now if you see the blue line right here coming down this way, it won't be straight. Make sure you don't follow that blue line coming down here because most likely it's not going to be straight. And that one is, so back it up 2. Run that into that. Bring this down through here. And we're going to line that up with that conveyor post right there. We're going to turn it. Bring it all the way down to here. Okay, and we're just going to back that up to there. Probably right in the center will actually probably work just fine right there. Alright, now we should see iron plates coming up through here. Yep, here they come. And that's the materials that we have coming up to make what we're making upstairs now. So let's head back upstairs for a second. Alright, so back up here on top, we're going to go to our first assembler. And we're going to go over here and we're going to configure it. Now this one is...
What? Freaking game. I ain't getting screws or rods. Whoa! I said, God, this is fucking straight. This is just because I don't got no screws coming. Why? You freaking Lyle. Whoa. Haha. Die. This game and the freaking biofuel. I want to die. I want to go and grab a knife and murder myself. That's how much this game is so.
going to be making rotors, which needs rods and screws. Alright, and we're automatically, the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to turn this down. So normally, at 100%, it's making 4 of these per minute, which requires 100 screws and 20 iron rods. We're not producing that many screws. We need to tone this down. We also don't need 4 rotors per minute right now at the moment. So let's go ahead and we're going to change this to 50% right here. You can, a couple of ways you can do this. You can just actually just fine tune the little meter right here. because I haven't really talked about overclocking or underclocking really yet. We've not really dabbled in that. So you can just kind of fine tune it in here. You can go over here and tell it right here. You can just highlight the number and type 2 for 2 per minute. Or you can go up here and you can say I want 50% right there. And hit enter once you type in your numbers, and that's going to be good. So now that is going to, it's going to take half as much power to run this machine. It's going to use, it's going to make us only 2 per minute on the rotors. It will change once the machine's actually powered up and running. And it's only going to take half the material because we're using this at 50%. So underclocking is how you get your numbers the way you want. All right. Overclocking can also do that too, but messing around with that, we'll go into that in detail in another video. All right, so our next machine is this one on here. This is going to make reinforced iron plates. I'm not sure how many we need of these. We're making 5 right now. We probably only need 2, so we can go down here and say, hey, make me 2 of these per minute. And that's going to be like 40% right there. All right. And that's going to use, again, 40% of the material instead of the full 100%, and it's going to use less power. Next is the last machine down here. This is the important one. This is the one that's going to be making what we need to go up to the next level, which is smart plating. So we'll click on that, and you can see we need 2 reinforced iron plates and 2 rotors per minute. Now this is why we set the first machine to 2 rotors and the second machine to 2 reinforced iron plates. So that will make us to smart plates every minute. Not bad. All right, so we're going to leave this one at 100%. Now you're probably wondering, how in the world are we actually going to be getting the material from these 2 machines into this one? Well, that's what we're going to do next. So let's head on down here to the end, back down here to our rotor machine, and we're going to grab a merger. And I'm going to put that merger right here where it's coming out of this with, let's see, there we go, merger. All right. And I want the blue line going that way. So we're going to bring that back, or blue arrows, I should say. Line that up as best you can with the machine there. If you want, you could even put it like this, but I like to leave a little bit of a space there. All right, that should be good. And then connect into your merger right there. All right. Copy the merger, come up here to the next machine. Line it up with the blue line and where everything should be aligned. Put in your conveyor belt. There we go. Now what this is going to do is anything this makes is going to send it out and it's going to send it up a line. This one's going to do the same thing. It's going to send it up the line. Now these are both making 2 different kinds of things, and that's going to be fine because we're going to be grabbing things off of these belts. Same thing on this last machine up here. We're just going to go up here. We're going to line everything up. Voila. Just like that. Connect our conveyor belts. Just like that. Now, we want to grab some smart splitters. So, again, well, I'm just going to grab my splitter here. I'm going to use E to change over the smart splitter. And I'm going to put it right in between these last 2 machines down here. Like so. And then I'm going to bring a conveyor belt that's going to come down through here just a little bit. So again, well, I'm just going to grab my splitter here. I'm going to use E to change over the smart splitter. And I'm going to put it right in between these last 2 machines down here. Like so. And then I'm going to bring a conveyor belt that's going to come down through here just a little bit. To here. And I'm going to grab a smart splitter again. I'm going to come down here to the next middle of the foundations right here. We're going to put that right there. Alright, and then we are going to grab a conveyor lift. We're going to attach it to the smart splitter, bring it down, and we're going to have it, the blue arrows facing towards this last machine down here. Like that. And then we're going to grab over here. We're going to take it down, and again, towards the machine, like so. And you're probably wondering why I did that. Alright, so we're going to configure our smart splitters here real quick. So let's jump up on top with these Blade Runners. We can actually jump a lot higher now, so now we don't have to jump onto the belts to jump on top of the splitters and stuff. Alright, we're going to configure. So we want, obviously, overflow. And to the right, we want rotors. Alright, leave everything else by itself. Go to the next smart splitter up here. Again, we want overflow to the middle. To the right, we want to grab the reinforced arm plates. Now we're going to grab, using the smart splitters, the materials we need that these two machines are making. We're going to send it underneath of here, and then we're going to feed that into our assembler to make our smart plates. So let's drop down underneath of here, like that. We're going to make the platforms a little wider here so we can work. We're going to bring this up like so. And line it up. Yeah, right there. Into the machine. Same thing here. Right there. Bring that out. And it up. Alright, so now our smart splitters are bringing those materials down underneath of here into those two intakes right there and sending it up to the machine. At this point, you can delete these two things here. We no longer need these. You can also delete the conveyor poles too. Alright, so we have one more thing to do before we hook up the power. Let's take a look at our machines here. Now, we are going to need, we know that at 50% is going to use 50% of our material. We need to make sure that we are making 50 screws here and 30 screws here. So 50 plus 30 is going to be 80. We need to make sure we are producing at least 80 screws at our machines down below. So let's head down and take a look at those. Alright, now that we're back down here, let's take a look at our screw machines. Alright, so at 100%, we are making 40 screws in each of these machines per side. 80 is exactly the amount we need, which, like I said before, this is why we put the smart splitters in here. Because if we were only doing this without the smart splitters using regular splitters, it would only send half of those screws through. So we'd only be able to get 40 screws per minute going up this line. Now we're getting the full 80. And if anything happens, the overflow is going through that way, just like it's doing now, because these screws ain't going in. We had no power, so the machines aren't working, and it's sending the rest of the screws up. Alright, so let's go finish this off. Alright, so now that we're back up here, we're going to add the power to these, using power lines and everything else. But we're going to do something a little different this time, something we haven't used yet, and that is going to be the walls. So let's go ahead and bring up our build menu, go into walls. Take a look at the basic walls here. This is all we have right now at the moment. You can get different wall designs later on in the shop down there. We're gonna put a basic wall right here, and we're just gonna, well, I don't have zoop on, but now I do. We're just gonna zoop that all the way down through there, like that. And we're gonna put a second layer up, all the way down. All right, now we are going to need one more thing out of the Fix-It Awesome shop, and that is going to be right here, the wall power outlets under attachments. It's going to cost you 3 tickets, but these are well worth it because this lets you attach the power cables to walls instead of the poles, which is quite handy. You're going to get the wall outlet Mark 1 and the double wall outlet. The double wall outlet lets it's basically 2, so you can put it on a wall and you'll have an outlet on each side of the wall. If you don't have enough tickets, just remember that you probably do over here in our sink right now. So you can always just go over there and grab the tickets out of there, but you should have enough at this point if you followed everything I've told you to do so far. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to grab a power line right there. We're going to connect it first to the machine. I'm going to come over here, and now you can see the power line, the wall attachment. Alright, so we're just going to kind of line this up about equally, which is going to come right through there. I like to use these middle points right here. We're going to put it right there. And we're going to repeat this process right over here. Looks like right about there's the point I want. And the last one down here. Looks like that is going to be... yeah, right there. Alright, so now we want to be able to bring this up from somewhere. So I'm pretty sure if we drop down right here, there should be a power outlet somewhere here. Well, apparently I've never placed one personally here, but we're going to. So I'm going to place one right here on that pole right there. Alright, and let's go ahead and just bring some power over to that and down to that. I'm not sure how I had that connected exactly, but yes. Alright, so now we're going to do that, and then we're going to run a wire up to up there. So let's go ahead and go on up here. That should be right here on this edge, so I'm just going to place the power outlet right here. You can do it here, or you can do it here. I'm going to place mine here. And then now, all we have to do is connect our power up. And the last one should connect now, and that will get our machines working. Which at this point, could break your power. So, I suggest, once again, making one more biomass generator. But trust me, we're almost done with those things, and we will no longer need them after the next episode. But for now, go ahead and do it because, well, we need power to run this. So go ahead and make another biomass generator over there. So the next thing to do, everything we've done on this side, copy it over here. We want all three of these machines the exact opposite over here on this side. So let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. Alright, so I've copied everything from here to the other side. So we've got the same machine, same number, 3 on this side, same number of conveyor belts, everything.
Uh, I have to do the same exact thing, which is... Oh, stupid ass game. The fuck? Whoa, I destroyed these and I didn't even have to. Pisses me off sometimes. Like, if you get pissed off easily, like, don't play this game. That's my advice. Some pretty good advice. I miss. Oh. Yeah, you don't have to do this. I just find it easier to find what I'm looking for. Trying to get 2 stacks of reinforced iron plates real quick. Now time to go under and fall to my death. Again.
even set up all the settings and stuff exactly the same. 50% for.
And I'm gonna finish this upstairs area, guys. Then I'll be back. I'm like, okay, I'm back. So it's been a bit. I got
What we're
50
going to do is
smart
we're going to come
plating,
up here
but
to our storage system.
they have
If you check
extra.
your box here, you've done everything right. You should
Boom.
have some
We got
smart
20
plates.
extra, but I got
Yes,
50
we
in my
do. We
inventory.
have more than 50. All right, so we're going to grab the 50, and we're going to head over here to our space elevator. All right, come over here to the control panel and hit E. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our pieces that we need into the machine. You see me dragging this down here. You can just hold control and then click on it as well. But I for some odd reason, I just like to drag things sometimes. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to grab a hold of this handle right here in the middle with our mouse. We're going to pull it down to seal. And you can watch it seal up the box there. And then we're going to hit send. All right, and then you're going to see everything kind of lock into place here. And then it fires it up into orbit to whatever this giant space elevator is attached to up there. And there we have it. We have now completed phase 1. It took us long enough, 9 episodes, but you know what? Well worth it. I think we went over so many things. Now we can look and here in our hub, and you'll see we have tier 3 and tier 4. In tier 3 is coal power. Finally, we can get off of biomass in the next episode. So tune in for that, guys. We're going to go and we're going to check out how to build a coal power plant so we can finally stop having to gather stuff and worry about this, and we get.
Yeah, so that's gonna end today's video. In tomorrow's video, we're gonna be doing, not tomorrow, but in the next video, it's episode 8. In episode 9, we're gonna be getting coal power, which is gonna be so much better. Such a relief from having to use biofuel. Um, but other than that, uh, yeah, we did that. I don't think we really did much other than that. We just kind of built this out and built space elevator. But this is gonna take a while. I mean, it's going 792 points a minute, but still. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye. Okay, I'm back. So this was just like a quick check-in because I have to go get. I have to go make biofuel and wait like 15 minutes to get all the smoke plating we need. So, see you guys then. But I'm gonna leave a like and subscribe.